welcome back to Bikes, Blues and Rallies. Sunday, just going to go for a wee spin on the bike. It's nice and dry today. Not going anywhere in particular, just a little spin out, see who's about. I was going to wash the bikes and put them away for the winter, but too nice of a day today, so I just wait for a spin instead. Oh, next weekend we'll definitely have to give the garage a clean out and get the bikes all put in nice and tidy. Them all up on the centre stands and up in the lifts, and we get the Harleys put away anyway. This one here I'll keep sort of out in case we get a good day. Don't mind taking this one out, it's not as hard to clean. I need to be back about 4 o'clock. I think we're going out for something to eat today, so, and then it's off to work tonight. Oh, I just love this bike. Wish I'd have bought one of these bikes years ago instead of Harleys and choppers and what have you. Just starting to adventure off to all these places now in my 50s. I suppose when you work away from home all the time, when you do come home, you don't really, when you're younger, you don't feel like going away. You just want to go out with your mates and what have you. And if I was to do it all again, I would have bought one of these bikes a year when I was in my 30s and went and seen the world. A bit old to do it now, like, but I'm going to get a new helmet, Adventure ADV helmet for next year. This one's a bit noisy and it's a bit loose on me and the padding's falling out of it. It's just a shit helmet, like. So if anybody has any really good recommendations for a really good helmet, I don't care how much it costs, one that I can put my camera and all on, one that not too much noise. It's very noisy, this helmet, like. I think you learn as you learn with your mistakes, like. This is a carbon fibre helmet, so I don't think I'd go for another carbon fibre one. They're too noisy, like. Another thing that I've seen, that like a suit for next year for going away in, like for trousers and the jacket and stuff, and I see people on about these climb jackets and these vents on them and stuff, and they're doing reviews on them, and I don't know if they're getting paid for doing them reviews or not, but I can honestly, the next thing they're telling you is, oh, this GS is a great bike and there's no wind hitting you, the wind's reflected away from you and all this. And I'm sitting thinking to myself, well, if the wind's reflecting away from you, how's it going into them vents? Now I know personally This is a Merlin jacket I've got on, and there's vents on the back and there's vents in the front, and on the arms nor on this jacket. And when I'm on this bike and it's a real hot day and I open them vents, there's absolutely no air going into it whatsoever. There's no point in telling lies. Absolutely not. Because all the winds, this is a great bike for wind being reflected away from you. Like, it hits that windshield there and it's away from you. The hand grips, these on the hands here, they're reflecting wind away from you. The big tank is reflecting the wind away from you. The tank bag, there's absolutely no wind hitting you whatsoever. Like, oh, when I'm on my Harley, I've just got the up bars on it. There's nothing in front of me, just the tank and the up bars. The wind in this jacket, the wind airflow in this jacket is actually really good. And saying that, when it was really hot, I had to unzip my jacket a bit to let some air in it, to cool me down a bit. I had my merino wool long sleeve top on it, just underneath this, and it was nice just getting that breeze in around you. But on these adventure bikes, like, I don't know what they're blowing about these vents and their jackets and all, because I can absolutely get no air into mine. So I don't know if they're just saying that because they get these things all sent to them free in the post, or if they're doing something I'm not doing. Well, I definitely don't get no airflow through my jacket, especially when I'm on this bike. And maybe this is the Triumph here is a better bike than the GS for a wind flow. Maybe you do. I've never driven a GS, so I don't know if the air is going around you or not, but it's definitely not hitting you on this bike. And even in the rain, the only place that gets wet on me on this bike is my shoulders and from the knees down on my boots. It's actually a good bike for that, bike for in the rain. I just love this bike. I love everything about it. The only thing I don't like about it is the side stand. I don't think it's long enough, because when the bike's fully loaded, it's hard to get it off the stand. To lift it up, it's too heavy. You need somebody at the side pushing you. And this is Banbridge, we're in here now. Banbridge town. So already looking forward to the summer now for getting away in the bike. The other leg going straight on or turning down. I'm going to go straight on. I don't know where they're going. No, they're turning right. Yeah, so depression would be stopped in now, because coming into winter time just can't get away in the bike as much. But one of these things, and you live in Ireland, hey, the weather's just shit in the winter time. Well, if anybody's got, as I was saying, any good recommendations for an ADV helmet, one that they've actually worn and tried it, and it's a quiet helmet, somewhere to mount the GoPro on. I'd like one with a peak and all on it for when I'm on this bike, for when the sun's shining and all, because where I'm going next year it's going to be nice and sunny. And it's just nice to have that extra little bit of shade from the sun, especially when the sun's going up and down, like the sun's setting, it gets very bright. I definitely want a helmet with a pin lock. This is the first helmet I've ever had with a pin lock on it, and it's a game changer. I have absolutely no worries going out when it's raining with this helmet on. Well, this helmet don't. If you don't mind getting wet, because this helmet lets in water. All the vents, you can't close them, so when you're driving along, the water's coming in around your head. But as far as the visor goes, like in the rain, no fogging up whatsoever. I think all helmets should have pin locks on them. think the best helmet I ever had was a Bell. The one I used to use, but it doesn't have a pin lock. And I know Bell have an ADV helmet now with a Picatinny on it. I'm not sure if it's got a pin lock or not, but I'm going to have a look at that one just to see. But this Rurik helmet that I'm wearing now, it's pure shite. It's noisy, the padding falls out of it. Every time you take it on off your head, you got to put the padding back in. Two good things about the helmet is the pin lock visor and the fid lock on it, and that's the only two good things about this helmet. The rest of it's just pure shite. And £420 or something it cost. And it's worth about 120 quid all day long, I'd say. And that's my opinion, just like. You might have one and think it's a great job. Apparently all these people that all these motor vloggers that Rurik send the helmets to, they obviously think they're great. I must never have had a good helmet before, but I think this is a fucking good helmet, I know that. So I've now stopped listening to what motor vloggers say, because I don't trust any of them now. Well, the odd one that does it, and they'll tell you the truth. I've watched a couple of their videos and they'll just tell you if it's shit, it's shit, and that's it. But you see this business, I'm telling you, oh, I'm not paid for this review. I did get the helmet sent to me, but I'm not paid for this review. I can say what I want. They're obviously telling lies. They don't say what they want because they're afraid they're not getting anything sent to them again. I don't think anybody'd ever sent me anything to review, because I just tell you the God's honest truth. If it's shit, it's shit, and if it's good, it's good. You know, it's just black and white with me. I'll just tell the truth as it is. There's no point in sending me anything, especially if you're looking at a good review. What did anybody ever send me? I'll tell you what, there's a guy in the south of England, John Galloway, not the MP, the other one, the ADV rider, and he made that bracket for that sat nav, and it's one of the, it is a fantastic fucking bracket. I looked at all different brackets for the Triumph Tiger. There's not that many actually you can get for this bike, and John made this one, and he was kind enough to send it to me, and I did pay for it, like, but within a few days of talking to him on Facebook, within a few days I had the bracket. Very nice chap to talk to. Hopefully get to meet him someday. And what else is there in this bike I like? The tank bag. I like this tank bag. I like how it just clips on and clips off real easy. There's no straps holding it on or anything, like. So that was a good thing I got. Seen that on YouTube and somebody's channel, that bag, like. I don't even think the bike looks right without the bag, to be honest. I always put the tank bag on wherever I'm going. Well, I keep my wallet in there and my camera stuff and that, and then if I have to go to services for petrol, or I want to stop for a coffee, I can just take it off, 2 seconds, takes it off and carry it in with me. I can throw my sat nav into it. One thing I did do, I bought a pump for the tires, and not fucking realising I've nowhere to plug the bloody thing in on the bike. There's a DNA or DIM or whatever you call that wee plug there that I've got my sat nav plugged into, but my pump doesn't go into it, so I am going to see about getting some kind of a plug put on the bike somewhere. So I can do those things. Somebody else out on their bike. I think there's a motorbike shop down here on the right hand side. Crumbs. Don't think it'll be open on a Sunday like. In there on the right hand side. Oh, it is open. Another one down here on the left hand side as well, I think.